Straight up Tennessee family, it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the midweek chat. But we got a special midweek chat this week. My brother, my guy, Todd Kelly Jr., former VFL, and bounds of more things. I got a whole introduction for him. He ain't ready for it, but we're going to do it anyways. We got a great night tonight, man. We're going to talk ball. We're going to talk Georgia. We're going to talk Tennessee. We're going to talk what can happen in this game, man. We've talked about it all week. It started Sunday. It started then on Monday. And now we're here Wednesday, midweek, man. We have a lot to get through tonight, but it's going to be a fun night. The chat, listen, this is your show tonight, man. Ask TK all the questions you want. Throw them in there. We're going to pick some good ones. And y'all, just get ready for a fire midweek chat. Dylan is sick. C2 is sick. But I got my guy Sale with me, and I have the one and only Todd Kelly Jr. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the midweek chat. It's Georgia week, y'all. Let's get it.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jamal Meshack wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
What's good, straight up Tennessee family? It's your boy Ruck in the building, joined by my brother, my man, Sale. You already know what to do, man. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, join that channel, man. We have some new tiers, y'all. We got a straight up family tier, and then we got a straight up family premium tier. That's going to get you a little extra. You're going to get members only videos quicker. And then you're also going to get priority responses to all comments, all questions you have. And so, man, go ahead, like the chat up tonight. Going to be a fun one. But Sale, bro, I ain't talked to you all week. This dude always sell like a thief in the night, y'all. Like this dude, he be out of pocket for about 2 weeks, and then it's like when a big game come up, boy, you gonna find him right in the middle of it every time.
Man, it's busy life going on, but you know how I am for the family, man. I'm working behind the scenes for it.
always, bro. I don't know what we would do without you. Let's see. Chat going crazy already, man. Alex Anderson in the chat says, ready for this game. I think we're a more balanced team than Georgia right now. Kirby has tricks up his sleeve, but I think we'll get it done. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about that. Dylan, missing you tonight, my dude. Throwing up the oranges. JC in the chat. Go Big Orange. Let's go. My man Jeff at Church Disrupted says, I have a better feeling about this one than I have in a while. I think that's the general consensus right now, because again, like I just talked about with Blue Chip, with Bull and those guys over at the Blue Chip Breakdown, like we're closer than we've ever been. The Blue Chip ratios are neck and neck. I mean, like within percents, not like 10s and 20s. Like we're close, man. And I just trust Heupel, bro. I really trust Heupel. Chatsworth says Church Disrupted. Same here. Before the season started, I said 5% chance. Now I say about 40. Hey, bro, how can we get you to like 60? Like 40 still is not confident, man. At all. Zach Tennessee says, I need Boo Carter to crib a punt return. He wants to, bro.
Right. He is so close, man. He gonna get one when it matters most, though.
He wants to. It's
always one person.
But it's always the kicker, bro. like it's not anybody that's like hard to beat, but I understand it. And like I think I was telling somebody about this on the Monday night show when I was like, people are like, why does he keep getting hit late? Bro, when that field shrinks, it's so much easier, dude, for a kicker to make a play, because field position, right? You're catching the ball at the 40. Now you only got, between you and the kicker, you probably got 35 yards at that point by the time you catch it. So if you get through the line, Now you got one man to beat. You already done exhausted all your energy. Your elusiveness is gone. Like, you either just relying on that kicker to be a terrible tackler or not show any effort. Right. And that's kind of what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look at the boy Ryan dropping a super chat already. Ryan in the chat says, "What's good, fellas? Feeling good about this game. Mike Bobo's offense looks like Kirby's haircut. Outdated." God dang. And he said, outdated and uneven. Vols, let's go get this dub. Hey, man, shout out to Ryan, man. That is mad crazy. Y'all, man, without further ado, man, y'all already see the title, man. We have VFL Todd Kelly Jr. in the channel with us, y'all. Listen, man, this guy, we grew up together. I was so happy back in 2014 when he decided to come to Tennessee. I mean, this dude had offers from Ohio State, Stanford. He could have went anywhere in the country he wanted to, but he stayed home on Rocky Top. Even past the career, past the injuries, past everything, stayed home. And he's one of the few VFLs that stayed. You know, a lot of people come from out of state and stay in Knoxville. I think of Jason Swain, Huntsville, Alabama, but lives in Knoxville. Eric Ainge didn't live in, but lives in Knoxville now. But TK, born Knoxville, raised Knoxville, went to Tennessee, and now still here. Y'all, let's bring on my brother, man, Todd Kelly Jr. in the building. What's up, T?
Ruck, so what's good with y'all, man? Thanks for having me today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chat, like we told you guys, man, like this night is yours. Any questions you may have, anything you want to throw in there for TK, y'all can do it. But tell you, man, let's start it off like this, dude. Obviously, this is a big week.
No doubt.
You beat Georgia 2 years straight. 2015, you sealed the game. 2016, Jawan seals the game. Let's just start there. Like, what does this rivalry actually mean from a former VFL, right? Like, it may not meet the magnitude of a Bama or a Florida, but what's it mean to you?
Man, I mean, you look at the last several years, right? After we beat them back-to-back years, Kirby Smart has gone, 114-9, including the, playoffs and everything else. So they're a powerhouse. And now we finally have an opportunity to hit them in the mouth at Neyland Stadium. This is the first time in a long time where, Ruck and Sell, like, I really, really feel good about this weekend. I feel like we can, match them neck and neck, go after it. And I really have a lot of confidence in this team. I was actually, not to jump ahead, but I went to practice yesterday morning just because I wanted to get that feel, man. I wanted to get that energy. I wanted to see what them boys were about. Because I remember when big weeks came about. And for me, I was like, man, let me see if these dudes are locked in. And when I tell you, it felt like almost like that team that I was playing on that without a shadow of a doubt, we knew we were going to win. I mean, them dudes are ready, man. So I'm excited for, 3:30 prime time. Checker Neyland College game day. I mean, what more can you ask for an
That's what
opportunity
you live
like
for.
I've literally said, like, these are the games why you come to Tennessee. Like, yes, everybody gets game day, and there's other universities that get this, but y'all, like, the atmosphere is. We broke the decibel record in 2023 against Georgia. I see it happening again. It's just one of those things. It's funny that you said, like, you went to practice and asked about that, bro. I actually had a question about that when y'all were preparing back in, 2015, 2016. Like, what's the culture around the team for a big week like this? Like, I never sat in a college locker room or in a film study for like a massive game like this. Like, what's the vibe like on a week like this?
I think it's a little different, Ruck, mainly because, my sophomore and junior year when we beat them, I had the same teammates. These guys come from all over the place, right? Aguilar, Colton Hood, Boo Carter's an underclassman. It's only his second year. So these guys are learning more about the legacy, right, and the tradition and how important these rivalry games are. And, for them to think that Georgia really doesn't see us as a rival, that's kind of what they say behind the scenes. They want to prove a point. I was talking to Andre Turrentine, like, bro, this is your last chance to get a shot at him. He was like, man, I know. And he said, and I know the last time we won too. He said, I know where you were. So just the guys kind of looking back and understanding the history before them, man, the vibes are immaculate. and the focus, the dedication. I mean, ETSU and Syracuse, come on, let's play some real SEC football. Let's
It's go
get
time.
the sausage, egg, and cheese, baby.
Yes, sir. Ski. Let's see. Chat right here, man. Got a question for you from Church Disrupted. T says we gave up some big pass plays in big moments at Syracuse. As a DB, TK, what did you see causing that, and what do we need to do to make sure that that is fixed for SEC play?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. One, we gotta have efficient pass rush. You know, if it's third and 15 plus, third and 12, the quarterback shouldn't be able to pat the ball when we're in zone coverage. I think two, man, these guys need to communicate a little more, specifically in the back end. We saw some breakdowns even against ETSU from the linebackers, with the tight ends kind of, not able to cover the wheel route or, in the Syracuse game, sometimes giving up big plays. So it comes down to communication and execution from the front. So, Georgia's O line is going to be ready. So I'd like to see, we know we lost some guys on the front end, really seeing Joshua Josephs show why he's going to get drafted fairly early, on the first or second day. And then the interior, man. I mean, it starts up front. I remember time and time again where I almost lucked out if I got beat or something like that because I had Derek Barnett going after the quarterback. I mean, in SEC games, you got to rely on them dogs up front, man, or it's going to be a long day.
Boy, Adrian dropped a 20. Didn't even say nothing. Just dropped 20. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Shout out to Adrian, man. Let's see what's in here. Okay, got another one right here. JC says, obviously, you had a huge pick as a true freshman against Georgia. What do you think of the young Tennessee secondary? How did you deal with the moment and like the hype of a big game like this?
Yeah, so Georgia was my first SEC away game my freshman year where I had a pick, PBU, some pretty good plays. Um, you just gotta show up, man. Like I know I was supposed to play in the SEC. I went to Tennessee not only because I was a legacy, but I wanted to play early. I didn't want to sit the bench at Georgia or Bama. I wanted to get out there and prove, I was blessed with the talent that I had. And when I got the opportunity, I had to show for it, right? I had, two upperclassmen in front of me. So when I got an opportunity, I had to show out. And, with the second string corners playing with, Dramad and Gibson out, man, these dudes are ready. I was watching them, talking to them yesterday. And, next thing you know, Redmond was outside and just ran. The dude is long. He looks like he can play in the league right now. Colton Hood has long arms, looks like almost like a basketball player. So we're deep for once. I couldn't say the same thing last year. But I feel really confident about those guys. Whether you're a freshman, sophomore, whatever. I mean, Hypo's like, dude, if you're a player, I'm playing you. And that's what I love about it. So they look to make plays on the ball. They're not just looking to get a PBU. They're trying to create turnovers. So that's big in SEC play. Not just getting your hands on the ball, but what I'm saying? Like my boys back in the day did, Eric Berry, Deion Grant back in the day, go make plays on the ball. And I think that's what the secondary is looking forward to doing all season.
So continue to talk about the secondary. Before the season started, everyone's hyping up, talking about McCoy. We got transfer McCoy from Colorado. First week, everybody's bought in on his stock. What are your impressions on Colton, and what is your overall opinion on what he brings to the table?
Yeah, I think Colton Hood brings diversity, right? I mean, he can play any position. You can put him at nickelback. You can put him out at corner. They actually have him returning punts as well. So, not only Boo Carter, but Colton Hood, you saw him get his hands on the ball and return that fumble against Syracuse. I mean, he's just electric. He's a guy that wants to get out there and play. He doesn't care where he is. He doesn't care who gets the credit. And that's what you want. I mean, as a defensive back, it's not just me out there, right? I've got 4 or 5 other guys every play, and they're dependent on me to do my job. And so I think that I call it the football gods. Like when you do what you're supposed to do, man, like the Lord just truly gives you an opportunity to show your work, right? Like you prepare, you watch film, you do everything that you're supposed to do. And he's just a guy like that. Like he's not trying to be anybody special, not trying to be anybody extra. He just does his job. But I think his athletic ability, people don't necessarily realize that. His measurements. I mean, when this guy's ready to, declare for the NFL draft, he's going to put up mad numbers. And I think that's showing on the field.
Yeah, I've just noticed just from watching the dude. I would love to see, like, and obviously we're not going to do this, right? It's dumb. But, dude, I would let him press whoever he's guarding the whole game, bro. Like, that's how physical and just instinctive the dude is, dude. Like, it's instincts, bro. Like, I've learned from just being around a lot of great defensive backs from TK, obviously, then I mean, turn around with like Jensen Jackson, right? Like being in the same space, just hearing them talk, bro. All that position does, bro, is instincts, bro. Like if you can be instinctive and just know what the offense is about to do before they do it, you have success. And you saw Colton Hood against Syracuse. I mean, he had 6 targets on him, 1 catch. Bro, that's lockdown. Straight locked, and that's what we need. And I think he's gonna keep doing it.
And he's swaggy on the field. I know y'all peeped him with the ones last week. I was gonna say I ain't never seen that. I was gonna say Hyper getting loose with him.
Hey, and I'm trying to figure out why all these players wearing Apple Watches now.
They gotta check their steps, boy. They gotta check that heart rate.
On field, bro. They out here wearing Apple Watches and rollies. I'm like, oh yeah, we're on a different level right now.
It's that NIL for you.
Boy, I'm like, y'all are tripping. Kind of not turning the page. We'll go back to some more questions because there's a few still in the chat. But I got a good question for you, TK. What Vol currently reminds you of yourself when you watch him play?
What Vol currently reminds me of myself? Man, I can't say I can name one. I mean, for me, I'd want to say, Idris Farouk, because he likes to come up and just, smack you, right? I mean, he knows what targeting rules are and doesn't care.
Yeah, he does.
So I would like to see him turn into me because he's young and he gets an opportunity and with Jacoby Thomas leaving, he didn't even realize he's gonna have a starting position. But when your name's called, you got to answer to the bell. So I think he reminds me of me because he has plenty of opportunity, but people are still wondering what he's gonna do, right? But the physical stature of him, I mean, he's way more built than I was. You know what I'm saying? But he plays with a vet, right? Andre Turrentine. So he spends a lot of time watching film with him, trying to perfect his craft. But he still has a lot to prove. So I think with me, man, like obviously once I got injured, I couldn't run like I used to, but so I had to utilize my instincts. But man, I just always wanted to be around the ball. But I wasn't near as electric as a boot Carter or anything like that. So man, for me, I was just somebody that utilized my instincts, watched more film than everybody, and like I said, when I got an opportunity, I made the most of it. So wish I had a better answer than that, man. I might say Arion Carter or some people gonna be like, TK, you should have played linebacker, bro. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man, I'll probably say Farouk, number 15.
Was Brian Randolph your vet?
Yeah, Brian Randolph and then Ladera McNeil, rest in peace.
Yeah.
So those 2 guys, man. So LD would knock your head off. And Randolph, man, I mean, talk about the transfer portal and the Diego Pavia rule, man. I felt like he was about 25 still playing for UT, man.
I swear, dude. He was there for forever.
Yeah, so wouldn't trade that for the world, man. Just learning from the best. I mean, for me, I tried to be around the All-Americans, the Hall of Fame guys that were out there, All SEC, things like that, just so I could perfect my craft.
Yeah. Got a question right here. Pretty good one. Do you think we need to bring pressure on some zone blitzes to speed Gunner up, talking about Gunner Stockton? Or do you think we can get home with just the front 4 in this one, especially with the injuries?
I think we're going to come at them early and often. I think Tim Banks understands that Gunner Stockton has not played in any kind of atmosphere to this nature, to this capacity. Man, we gotta get to him quick. If you give that guy the confidence in the first quarter, it's going to be a long, long day. Man, they're gonna be running the ball, trying to run the ball down our throats, and then take some shots. But man, Kirby's not gonna change what he does. It doesn't matter if it's Carson Beck back there or Gunner Stockton. So with that in mind, man, we got to dial up some blitzes early and often. I think just a 4-man pressure up front isn't going to be enough. I think we're going to be mugging the line of scrimmage with T. Lander and Arion Carter, and also bringing the safeties up, where they're basically showing what gap they have and basically daring them to throw the ball. It's that atmosphere is no joke, man. I'm not biased. I've played in almost every SC stadium or visited one as a recruit. Like Neyland's, bro, it's about to be rocking. I'm telling you, like it gives you at least several points,
Real.
like when it comes to just playing the ball game. Like spot us 3, because the crowd is coming after Gunner Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you continue to keep that pressure up, man, is to blitz him early and often. You can't let him sit back there and pat the ball, because that Garage Branch is going to have a day. You know what I'm saying? So, I think dial up the blitz. I think that's what we're going to do. I think you'll see a little bit of mix between man and zone, just because, I really, our linebackers, they're great in the run game, but still have to, improve kind of their pass game. But man, I have a lot of confidence in our DBs. Even though we don't have Jermod or Ricky, like these dudes are ready, man. I just wish everybody could have saw the look in their eyes, yesterday during practice. I was like,
You got me up. You got
I
me
believe
turned.
it.
I
yeah,
believe,
bro.
bro.
I was
I'm telling
like,
you.
I believe it.
And I said this about I typically, we obviously covering the team. We watch all the press conferences and stuff. So we watch Heupel on Monday, and you can just feel it, bro. Like he's so loose, and I'm like, dude, that's when you know that this team is locked in, bro. Like he didn't come in like straight face to the point because he knew he was like, nah, bro, came in just loose. Like, man, y'all, like, yeah, get ready. And I love that vibe. Let's see, my boy Dylan, man. See, he would have asked you this live, but he ain't live. The boy's sick. He says, you obviously had a big year as a freshman. Todd Redmond is a promising freshman DB as well. How do you describe the nerves of being 18 and playing in front of 101, not 15?
I think it was really huge for them to start, the season opener playing a neutral site, because Ty Redmond's been getting his time. You know what I'm saying? And then playing ETSU, right? That wasn't much of a challenge, but he's gotten his feet wet. And Ty believes in himself. Like, dude is a playmaker. He had in practice just some crazy one-handed pick where I looked at Coach Martinez like, who is this dude? He's like, that's the freak show, man. I was like, because I remember Cam Sutton, like his freshman year. You know what I'm saying? Like underrated from the same state. But coach was like, dude, this dude is a baller. Went to practice, man. And like, as a corner, if you don't have that confidence, if you're thinking, what receiver am I going to guard this week, or how many people are going to be out here watching me, you ain't going to be an SCDB anyways, right?
Yep.
So I think for Ty, man, like he sees this as an opportunity, and really he's trying to lock down that position. If Jermod comes back or Ricky comes back, he's saying like, man, I'm in this rotation. So I think he's always been counted as like that underdog, that underrated mentality. He's from Georgia, you feel me? So he's gonna be amped up for sure.
I feel like if it was me, I'd be done. Run through the tee, bro. I'd be ready to just go ahead and take the pads off. I'm good. I finished the game. Like the game is over. We just ran through the tee. We turned. But yeah, man, I can tell. I could tell Ty Redmond is one of them ones, and to be doing what he's doing this early, and obviously you're there on the field, so you're seeing him there, TK, as far as in practice, even pregame. Is he all of 6'2"?
Dude, that's on an off day, bro. He looks like, to be 18 years old or 19, however old he is, he's a freshman. He's long, built. He looks like an NFL corner, and that's why they took him. Long arms, he's physical, he's strong, only going to get better. He's really patient at the line of scrimmage. So he's only going to grow from here. And for him, the biggest thing is going to be, it's not if, but when you get beat, right? Or you have great coverage and, that other person that's just as good, which is why he is getting NIL money too carded on you. How's he going to respond? As well as Colton Hood too, because Colton Hood is always making plays. Pass deflections, PBUs. So when these guys don't necessarily make a play or get beat or get burnt, are they going to be able to bounce back that next play and realize that that's part of the game?
Yeah. I got one right here from Colton McVee. How do we cover the middle of the field where Georgia has owned us the last few seasons?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question, Colton. I think I prefaced it earlier, but a lot has to do with pressuring the quarterback. Um, the last couple years we just haven't been able to pressure the quarterback, and the easiest area to attack you is in the middle of the field. But it's going to take time for those receivers to get there. We've also been getting killed against Georgia in their tight ends, and they continue to be stacked with good tight ends. Whether it's Brock Bowers or this year's Delp, so they're always going to have a guy there. So I think that's a big challenge for us. But man, we play a lot of soft zone, and when you play soft zone, you got to communicate. And one thing that I found in this transfer portal, man, is when you go to a practice, it almost feels like an NFL practice. Like these dudes are cool, but like they don't have the vibes like, what I'm saying, me and my boy Dobbs and AK and Jay Hurd had back in the day, because it's like new team, kind of, hey, this is my bread. I'm trying to ball
It's a
outside of
business
that.
now.
So I really think that hurts you, and that kind of breaks down your communication. And when you're in zone, I got to know where my corner is, where my safety is, where my backer is, and that comes with time. So I think as the season progresses, you'll see that improve. But man, pressure, pressure, pressure. If you don't give the quarterback more than 3 seconds, he don't have time to hit you in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, this ain't this ain't funny, but it was funny. He said, "Keep T-Lander out." That's crazy, bro. Golly, don't do my man JT like that, y'all. He got faster. Okay, as everybody though, our linebackers have struggled with that year after year. So I can't really pinpoint one guy. I think it's understanding that that's where they're going with the football. Like they're going there with the football. We have to be ready for it, and I think Tim Banks, I think he's a mastermind, and he did a whole lot of film baiting with the Syracuse and ETSU game, clearing out the middle of the field, no linebacker in the middle of, like, he is not going to be doing this on Saturday, but he did a ton of film baiting, letting them know, like, hey, this is just a look, we may not have somebody in the middle of the field. That's not going to happen. We may look like we're sending 7, but I can tell you somebody going to drop back. So, Sal, what you got, bro?
TK was talking about it a little bit, where he was just talking about how practices are different now with the NIL and transfer portal. I kind of want to pick your brain on what's your overall opinion on how college athletics is today in general. Like, what's your thoughts on the transfer portal? If you think there should be restrictions on it, and how NIL would have changed your recruiting.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have changed mine, other than I hope I would have some bread. You know what I'm saying? Maybe negotiate a little bit. All I got in college, man, was free smoothies from Smoothie King. That's it. So, man, I think that it makes sense, right? But what's the line? And I think we've lived in the gray area for so long that, one, I mean, the transfer portal, like when Jalen Hurd left and went to Baylor, like that was unheard of. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, you almost expect people to leave, right?
Yeah.
So you got to recruit your own roster. You're also recruiting from other teams, and you're also recruiting high school players. So for me being, a top 100 recruit, like I wouldn't be necessarily worried. But one, like, what does the locker room look like, man? Like, you know, even think about my situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 4-star Army All-American Gatorade State Player of the Year in the state of Tennessee, and I got 2 upperclassmen in front of me, but I'll probably be making more bread than them. So would they want to spend the time with me to coach me up, get me right, to where I ultimately became a freshman All-SEC player? I don't know. Probably not. So I'd have to be doing things on my own. So I think with the transfer portal, the money they're making, I'm blessed to go over there every semester and just talk to the guys, the freshmen specifically on, hey, how can you set yourself up for success financially, right? Not when you're 18, but when you're 28, 29, like me, when you're 39, 40, and you don't even think about having a family, having a wife, having kids, right? So I think that's a great opportunity, and if they don't take it lightly, but at the same time, The fact that you can just hit the reset button and go wherever you don't want to go, or wherever you want to go if you don't get the nod as a starter, or you don't get your playing time that you want. I'm not a huge fan on that. I'm a fan of going through adversity, growing, having to sit on the sideline. Man, like my
For
freshman
sure.
year, I was like, bro, like I can make plays like them. Why do I have to do this? But
Mm.
I worked harder. I learned. When I got my opportunity, I was ready. And these guys really don't get that. And so I think that perseverance, that almost that competitive drive, feels a little gone these
Mm.
days. It really does, man.
Yeah.
So this is for both of you guys. Do you think that the portal is having an impact on rivalries?
Ooh, dude, we talked about this before. Here's where I'm at with it. I think it is, but I think it's important that the school makes the players aware of the rivalries, right? Like, I do think when you go into a Georgia game, everybody in that room knows, like, this is Georgia. They know it's a big game, but do they know the history? I think you learn the history as you go because, with NIL now, like T just said, man, like, people really just like, how much you paying? Okay, bet. But
Straight
back,
up.
but 10 years ago, it was about like, is this my family or not?
Hmm.
Like, do I love this place or not? It was never about how much are you paying me. And so I think while there is still tradition in rivalries, I don't think they hit the same.
Yeah, I think that's the one difference in athletics today. That's one reason why people were saying that women's college basketball was better than men's in the NCAA tournament a couple of years ago because you're having those names come back. So on top of the team history, you got Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark playing, not just 1 year, but 2, 3 years. Like, think about it this way. This is our fourth quarterback in 4 years straight. I think we don't have, you're saying you don't have that quarterback that's playing in this rivalry game 3 years straight. So I think that's another layer on top of it where the transfer portal is kind of watering down the rivalries a little bit.
Yeah, I think not only the rivalries too, man, but like being an alumni, right? Like you go to four schools, where you gonna pull up at?
Yeah. Whoever
You know what I'm
gave you that
saying?
check.
And like, in all honesty, bro, like Hendon Hooker statistically, and we watched, like, he was a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude put up mad numbers, but he's a transfer. Like, when he comes to town, like, it's not really the same vibe as, what I'm saying, a T Martin, a Peyton Manning, a Josh Dobbs. In my opinion, what I'm saying, he was putting up numbers just like them.
Mm-hmm.
So for these guys, man, it's like when I pull up, like they dap TK, what's up? I was there for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But guys that are here, out, some of them are new. Like, who are you, bro? And it's kind of like that's more the mentality. It's like more about me, less about the university, less about the culture, the legacy, the people that came before you.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hype does a good job, man. I'm just like he sees that. He's like, man, I need dudes that played here. Like I need y'all around, man. Like to let them know what it is. So
Mhm.
that's really important and cool, man. As a VFL for sure.
That's dope. All right, look, y'all, the chat is still blowing up, but y'all, we got to get T out of here very soon. So check this out. I got one more good question right here, and then I got 10 rapid fires.
Okay.
Just quick, kind of boom, 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 boom. And let's see what you got. But this one is actually really good. It's from my guy Dylan Elam. He says, if NIL took effect when you were playing, what's your first purchase when that check hit? Boy,
Man, let me go years back. I would
As an
say,
18-year-old.
yeah.
what was popular in 2014, bro?
Yeah, 2014, man. I mean, I'll probably give me a little whip, I'll be honest. I was driving my Toyota 4Runner, drove that thing till the wheels fell off, literally. So I'll probably give me a car. I think that's what everybody, for the most part, is still doing. When you walk over there, man, and you go on campus, I'm like, bro, is this like an NFL parking lot? Like, what are y'all driving?
Crazy.
Benzes with the stars on the rooftop, the Hellcat SRT. I'm like, man, y'all are making that cash money. But I'll probably get a car. Um, hopefully talk to somebody like me at Merrill Lynch and figure out what to do with the rest of it,
For real.
so I can pay for these diapers a little bit more efficiently.
Real deal. Real deal. Well, look, man, like I told you, we got a rapid fire segment. This is one thing we like to do. Typically, we call it gas or trash, but with this one, these are actually more rapid fire questions. So, let's see. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can expound on them or you cannot. But these are kind of more fun, fan-friendly type questions before we get you out of here, bro. So check this out. Number 1, favorite stadium you played in out other than Neyland?
Texas A&M, yeah, College Station. It was rowdy. Double OT, great game. We should have won, but yeah, that's up there.
Okay. Number 2, what's the loudest game you remember as a Vol?
Man, Oklahoma at the crib.
I knew you was gonna say that, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
Checker
Cat.
Nealon, man, Baker Mayfield. I had a pretty good game that game. It got live, man. Yeah, that's my ears are still ringing, bro.
That was, dude. I try to tell people all the time. I said there's 2 games that people don't talk about enough as far as what that crowd was like. 2015 OU and then 2021 Ole Miss. Bro. Oh my gosh, dude. Crazy, crazy. Okay. Number 3, what's your favorite win as a Vol?
2016 Florida at the crib. It had been forever. Played a terrible game, man, the week before against Ohio, the Ohio Bobcats, and told my mom, man, like, was reading my Bible the night before and just had this revelation. I was like, I don't know what it is. The Holy Spirit came on me. I was like, Mom, it's gonna be a special day. We're gonna get this dub. So and we did, man. So I'm probably expounding too much on these questions. Keep going.
No, this
No,
is
you good.
perfect. This is perfect. Number 5, toughest quarterback you faced in the SEC.
Probably Tua.
Mm.
Tua was nice, man. And the receivers, I mean, he had Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. I mean, they were Henry Ruggs. They were stacked. But every time, man, he just put that thing on the money. So Tua was nice.
Okay. 6, favorite teammate to line up with.
Derek Barnett, bro. That dude was different, man. We were roommates and homeboys in the same recruiting class, but like kind of like this off the field, we would kick it. When you step on, that dude just turned to a different man, and he turned to a beast, man. Not the strongest, not the fastest, but just a competitor, bro.
Man, okay. What was your pregame hype song?
Man, so I didn't really have a hype song. So when we were like on the way to the Vol Walk, I played real chill music, and then I guess DMX, where my dog's at.
Okay.
Before I ran out, I listened to that. My pops used to play it for me when I was like 7 years old, man. So I stuck with that for several years.
So,
What was your favorite spot to eat at after a game?
Ooh, man, that's tough. I'll probably say, well, the day after, like Sunday morning, we would slide to Zaxby's on the strip. Me, Rashawn, and Derek. But I'll probably say my favorite place would be. And to be honest, bro, they gave us like $15 back then, so I would just be saving bread and eat whatever they gave us, man. We ain't had that NIL, man. So whatever they fed us, bro.
That's wow. I know. So we brothers. So I
Yeah.
can't wait to see your answer on this one.
All right.
Y'all don't know TK, but this dude probably one of the best trash talkers I've ever heard in my life. I'm talking like, but will kill you with so much kindness. You'd be like, is he nice? Or is he being mean to me? Who was the best trash talker you played against?
Best trash talker. Ooh, that's tough. Man, probably, I mean, Baker Mayfield talked that cash all game. Like he literally would not stop. So I would say either him or, man, this is tough. Antonio Callaway for Florida, the receiver. 'Cause we was working him, and he had scored on us the year before. he would talk that cash, man. We finally silenced them in Neyland. So yeah, I would say Baker for sure.
Baker. Okay.
Baker takes the cake.
Okay. Because the Alabama rivalry didn't fare well while you were in Knoxville, between Georgia or Florida, which rivalry felt bigger?
For me, Florida. When I was a kid, like 7 years old, my dad was the legend of the game. Well, they don't do that anymore, but you go out to the middle of the field, and he took me with him. I just remember looking around and kneeling like, man, you playing in front of all these people, dude. And I had like my towel and was waving it around, getting the crowd hype. And that was the year that we hit that field goal to win the game. And like literally the skybox was like shaking. I forget who the kicker was. It might have been like Will Hoyt or something like
It
that.
was.
Yeah.
What was that, 01 or 03?
Yeah,
Something like
man.
that.
And
Yeah.
so ever since then, bro, I'm like, man, like I want to get out there and I want to play Florida. Like that's what I want. I want to beat them. So time and time again, man, we would get beat, and finally we had that opportunity at home in my junior year. I was playing injured and all that, but still felt like I, had a shot to go pro. And man, Florida, they hate us, we hate them. It is what it is.
Yeah. You still got to pick that game on one knee. So literally, and you caught the pick. That's crazy. Last one, T, before we get you out of here, man. If you could suit up for one more game in orange, who would you want it to be against?
You can find me Saturday at 3:30, buddy. ABC College Game Day Checker kneeling. Kirby Smart. I'm lining up. Rocking that old school 6.
Whew. Oh, he going back. We're going back.
I'm strapping up, dog. Like this opportunity, man. Like I don't think most of the players don't understand how hungry Vol Nation is. One, to finally beat Georgia again, but just to be on top. And growing up in Knoxville as a fan, my pops played. When he played, like it wasn't a question whether who was going to win a game like this. Like they were going toe to toe.
Yeah.
And we finally had that opportunity, man. Like I respect this team. I was chopping with Aguilar at practice. Like the confidence is there, the talent is there. We couldn't always say that in years past, man. So when you get opportunity, bro, make the most of it. So I definitely strap up this weekend, bro. Doing it better, man.
Real deal. Well, chat, hey man, clap it up for my guy. Yes, sir. Shout out to T, man. Thank you for hopping on, man. Spending some of your Wednesday with us. I'll tap in with you. I'll hit you up this weekend because it's one of them ones. So
No doubt.
Man, we appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I love you. It's all love from me. So
Yes, sir.
Till the next
Appreciate you,
time, man. Appreciate you for hopping on with us, man. Todd Kelly Jr., VFL. Shout out.
Yes, sir. Go
Yeah.
Vols, baby.
Yes, sir. Selly. What a day, bro.
That was dope, man.
What a good one. What a good one. That's a great dude, man. That's one of my best friends. And
Sure.
just so proud of him, raising a family, seeing what he's doing and how he's continuing to stay close to the program. And bro, when you hear insight from somebody who played, dude, like it's so different. Like your brain is like, oh shoot, like the stuff I think he just put into words.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so just wow. Look at this in the chat. So Ryan in the chat says, Ruck, do we get 200 yards rushing this week? So last year, Georgia only let one team rush for over 200 yards on them, and that was Georgia Tech. They had 260. Tennessee had 146 yards rushing on Georgia last year. I mean,
Is this situation different though? Last year you only got Sam. This year you got Star, Bish, the three-headed snake. And I could see this game being where we see Joey run more than we have yet. So 200 is a lot though.
200 is a lot. But I think what you just said, I think is super possible with this group. I think it's super possible with this group. And I see it a lot like the Syracuse game. Like somebody might go for 90, another might go for 70. Now you're at 160, right? Like you're feeling really good about yourself. So I don't know, man. I think it's possible. And I agree with you, Sal. I think it's a game Joey Aguilar is going to have to give me 20 to 30 yards. I think that's all, though. We don't need 50. You know what I mean? So look, check this out. Dylan says this, though. Here's the thing. We have a passing attack now to balance out the run game. That's the key. is like, we're going to hit them in the mouth, bro. We're going to run the football. But now when they do, let's say they do load the box, I feel comfortable letting Joey rip the football.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what happens. You know what I mean? So, y'all, it's Wednesday, man. We had a great talk with TK, man. Just great midweek chat so far. But me and Sel still got some business. We still got some business to Kate.
Stand on business.
We stand
on business.
We stand on business. Straight business, boy. Y'all, let's talk about this for a second. Let's dive in a little bit to our pump the brakes, hit the gas. So y'all know how we do this. Every week is different. Every week is fun. But this week is Georgia week. So we need some pump the gas, hit the brakes questions directed specifically to the Bulldogs. So, Sel, let's do it this way. I think I only got 5 this week. But pump the gas, hit the brakes. Tennessee's offense will put up 40 points on Georgia.
Whoa, brakes.
Georgia hasn't given up 40 points in regulation since 2019.
Yeah, brakes.
I'm gonna hit the brakes as well, man. I don't think that's gonna happen. Kneeling at night will be the deciding factor.
This isn't kneeling at night, but
it's close enough though. It's close.
No, it's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be rowdy.
Will it be the deciding factor?
No.
So he says brakes. Okay. Number 3, Tennessee's run game will dominate like it did against ETSU and Syracuse.
I'm not going to agree with that wording, but I'm going to say gas.
Okay. Number 4, the Vols defense has the capability to make Georgia one-dimensional.
Gas.
I'm gas on that too. I think if we can make them throw the football, Georgia rushed for 106 yards on us last year. That's nothing. If we can make Gunnar Stockton beat us, I feel even better about this W. And here's the last one. This Georgia team isn't a normal Kirby Smart team.
Gas.
I agree. I think they're good. But I think right now, week 3, I think Tennessee's better. I really do. Mm-hmm. I think we are in a better position to win this football game based off of a multitude of different reasons. But the number one thing is our quarterback play is light years better right now. And I feel really good about that, man. So chat, man, the chat tonight, I love it. Let's see. Booming, going crazy right here. So check this out right here. My man Derek Sanders says, I really wonder how the refs are going to call this game. They're good at letting Georgia get away with some calls. If they call it fair, then we have a great chance of winning.
Well, lucky for us, it's a kneeling.
As long as they don't have the dude from Alabama that's a SEC ref come and ref this game. Ken Williamson, I think is his name. That's all I want.
I think we'll figure out early. Our DBs have been showing how aggressive they are.
Yeah.
So we'll see, if they get some throws on the field, we'll see how much they're going to let us play. How physical they're going to let us be.
Yeah. Ryan in the chat says, when is my boy Ethan Davis going to get his breakout game? They've been targeting Ethan Davis every game, dude, and something just happens. Like the play gets blown up. Joey sailed a ball one time. So I just don't know. I don't know what he's going to have his game. It could be this one because, think about it, man. Sel was talking about this, I think a week or two ago. Like we haven't really been targeting the tight ends at all. And so it's a big deal to not have targeted them as much as we probably should. I think back to Kentucky last year. I think Miles Kisselman had 6 catches, bro. I don't think he's been targeted 6 times total yet. You know what I mean? So I think I would be looking for the tight ends to make a ton of noise this week. I think this is their type of game because it's the over under right now is 49.5. I'm smashing the under, bro.
Yeah.
Smashing the under. So, y'all, man, we're going to turn the corner on this midweek chat, man. Just shoot, man. I had a great time with TK. You know what we got to do, though? We got to finish up the show with our college football pick'ems. Okay. So we got the 10 ESPN games. And so we'll
great
start
football weekend.
Oh, great football weekend. It typically week 3 is kind of boring but
Yeah.
it's like they switched them. Typically week 4 is super interesting. And week 3 is kind of dull, but man, this is a great week of football, man. And starting off with Clemson and Georgia Tech.
I'm taking Tech. Is it in Atlanta?
Show is.
I'm taking Tech.
I'm with you, man. There's something about this Clemson team that I don't like, Sal. I don't know what it is, bro. I've watched them play 2 weeks straight, and I've watched the game, not turned it on. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched it, and I'm like,
we talked about it in the group. We said, what's it going to take for them to get Dabo out of there? Because these last 2 weeks ain't been that really convincing.
No, and I don't know what it's going to take, but I don't know. This team is weird. So I'm with you, man. I'm taking Georgia Tech as well. Memphis and Troy.
Ooh, I don't know anything about Memphis this year. Troy showed a good first half last week. Where is it? Is it at Memphis or at Troy?
It's in Troy, Alabama.
Let's go with Troy.
I took Troy as well, man. Washington State and North Texas, both teams right now 2-0 and playing really good right now.
Let's go Washington State. That's a coin flip for me.
I took North Texas on that one. Pittsburgh and West Virginia.
Man, you give me matchups I ain't tapped in about yet.
It's okay. It's okay.
Where's the location on this one?
It's at West Virginia, but Pittsburgh is.
Yeah, I was going to lean Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Pitt on that one. Joey Aguilar's former school, Appalachian State versus the Southern Miss Golden Eagles.
I'm going to go App.
I like it. Here we go into some heavy hitting matchups right here. Actually, after this one, Minnesota and Cal.
Let's go with Cal.
Beautiful. All right, here we go. Duke and Tulane.
I'm gonna go with Tulane.
It's a hard pick because such a conference clash, bro. Like Tulane playing in the American, Vandy. I mean, not Vandy, but Duke and the ACC. Like, I thought Duke was going to win last week, but they didn't.
I did too. Yeah,
and
that's why I'm leaning with Tulane.
I got to as well. Vanderbilt and South Carolina.
Now, call me crazy. I'm wanting to tap into this game.
Me too.
I'm in Nashville. I might have to pull up to a Vandy game, but I got upset alert on this one. I'm taking Vandy.
Since the offensive coordinator switch at South Carolina, that offense has not been the same.
I wasn't that impressed with them week 1.
To see what Vandy did to the same team?
Yep.
I gotta take Vandy too, bro. I don't like that. It's weird, but like the thing is like, let's just say it this way, Sal, and this is the truth. Vanderbilt really still isn't very great, okay? But they believe.
They do.
And that's more dangerous than a team that's great and don't believe, bro. They believe they will win every game. So, Notre Dame and Texas A&M.
I was looking at that earlier today. I really don't know. And this is at Notre Dame.
It's in South Bend. Yep.
I didn't think Notre Dame looked that bad week 1 against Miami. What did you think about that one?
It showed me that Carson Beck is actually really good at football.
Yeah,
that's people what it be hating on him, bro. Like, people hating on that kid. That dude can ball, bro. And it's also showing me that Kirby and Mike Bobo kind of had him wrapped up. Like, he didn't get to like, bro. He was hooping. Bro was playing, dude. I mean, like, slinging it everywhere, making the right reads. I was like, wow, okay. I'm glad we didn't get this version.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Notre Dame in a close one.
I like it. I think I went with Notre Dame as well. And then obviously, man, I'm not going to pick this game tonight, but Sal, Tennessee and Georgia.
Man, them boys locked in. TK, I could feel the goosebumps through the screen. He was talking about there's a different look in their eye. But I know Knoxville is buzzing right now. Prime time, college game day. We got a veteran QB. This team is buying in. Where's hope? I got the Vols 27-20.
I love it, bro. Y'all will get my final score prediction on Friday, but it's super close to that. If you watch the show on Monday, then you know what it is. But man, Sel, what a night, bro. Had a great night with TK. Had a great night finishing up the midweek chat with Pump the Brakes, Hit the Gas, and then hitting the college football pick'ems. Man, y'all, we still got one more episode this week. We get the one more day episode to you on Friday morning. If you're a member of the channel, you will get early access to that video. So it'll drop early for you on Thursday instead of Friday for people. So if you join the channel tonight, that's your treat. Get that members only video first before it hits the platforms everywhere else. But y'all, until Friday, man, bro, I just can't believe it, dude. Like, we have the best opportunity right now, dude.
Yep.
This is what you dream about if you are a college Division I athlete. College game day, prime time, Georgia, at home. If you can't get up for this game, bro, you don't need to be playing football for Tennessee. Yep. Period. And so I can't wait, man. We'll be back for the one more day. Can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Remember, that's a pre-recorded video, so that'll drop on Friday. Like the comments up on that one. Light them up on this one. Like, comment, subscribe, join, man. We can't wait to see you back on Friday. Sel, you got anything, man, before we wrap?
Let's get this done. Break the streak.
Let me answer this from Ryan real quick. He says, Ruck, are you going to do a stream leading up to the game? I will not, only because I'm at the game. So I will tell you to do this, though. My guy Bull over at Blue Chip Breakdown does a pregame show on Saturdays. Tap in, Blue Chip Breakdown. That's the name of the channel. And go tap into their pregame stream. It's really great. I go to the games, and so I will be there already. So I will not be doing a pregame stream, but we do a next day show. So the following day in the evening, we'll talk and recap the game. And I think this week, man, we'll be recapping a Vols victory. I love it. So y'all, man, until then, till Friday, man, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel. Man, for my guy Sel, it's your boy Ruck in the building, man, and it's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back on Friday.